Hey, Justin here from weddings.ie. In this podcast, myself and Caoimhe just chat a bit about planning for a wedding. Caoimhe's new to the wedding industry and ask some really interesting questions. I also talk about my own wedding and some tips and advice for booking wedding bands. We have some wedding shows coming up. Wedfest is coming to Cork on January 18th, Kilkenny on February 8th, and Galway on the 15th of February. There'll be loads of local venues and suppliers at these shows. Great chance to get chatting to them and book some of your favourite suppliers. There's also an amazing fashion show, and there will be top class wedding bands and DJs performing on the main stage at these shows. You can get your tickets at weddings.ie. You can also create a free account and start planning for your big day. The pod gets cut a little short at the end. We had some friends pop into the studio that day and we didn't get back to it, so there will be a part 2 to this. Enjoy it, and we'll hopefully catch you on the next one.
What are the 3 things to think about that you would want when planning your wedding?
Obviously, picking the venue, that's super important. That's probably the first thing that everybody does. So when we picked our venue, it was important that everybody could stay in the same place, all the friends and family.
Yeah.
So that's why we picked a hotel, Kinsale Hotel and Spa, actually it was. But yeah, everybody could stay on site because we wanted to make it like a 2-day event. So the wedding itself, and then we did day 2 in a pub down the road.
Yeah.
So everybody would stay overnight and have the crack. And music was also very important, as I am a musician, was in a wedding band for years and run a music booking agency. So that was very important. Probably joins in with the first one. We wanted a place, because a lot of our crowd were all, they like the late night carry on. So they wanted somewhere after, all the singing and dancing the DJ finished, they could have a sing song with acoustic guitars after and stay up and have another drink or 2. That was another reason to have somewhere where everybody could stay on site.
Yeah.
So that was pretty important. And number 3, just documenting the day. Photographers, videographers, photographers especially, I think, are super important. They're there all day. They actually pretty much tell you what's going on, because nobody's there guiding you during your wedding day.
Yeah.
You're just there doing it.
Yeah.
And there's not like some magic person that, you do this now, you do that.
Yeah.
That's your photographer, actually. He knows what's going on. He tells you where to go,
when to move, when to step.
Yeah. They're super involved. And if you had like a photographer and videographer worked lots together, so both of them could pal about and made sure they weren't in each other's shots, and they just knew what was going on and how to capture
the moment,
the day, so you could relive it again. But that's my top. For me, anyway, that was my top 3 that were most important.
Venue, band, and then photographer, videographer.
Yeah.
What would be your top tips for booking a wedding band?
So, I run a booking agency, so my top tips from my view for people: get in early. Music's fairly close after people booking a venue. The most popular bands get booked 18 months ahead.
Okay. So
get in early. If you know what band especially, or the sort of act you're going for, getting them dates locked down early is always going to help. Go and check your bands out. Go and watch them. Go to events like Wedfest where there's a couple of bands and you can see them all.
Yeah.
Go out to the pub, see if you can go and see them play showcases or play live. A lot of bands, some bands do viewings at weddings where you can ask and they're like, yeah, you come to the venue and pop your head in the back and you can see. Some bands do that.
Okay.
I wouldn't really do it for our bands. We don't see it as really being fair on the wedding couple getting married on the night. I like the bands to concentrate on what they're doing on the night and focus on the people that are, they're being paid to be there with that wedding couple.
Yeah.
If they knew there was 3 or 4 other couples or people popping their heads in the back, they'd be checking over and stuff like that. So we sort of stay away from that. But it does happen. Like some bands do that. If there was only 1 or 2 couples popping in, they're not ended up sliding on their knees on the dance floor,
Yeah.
getting involved. I've actually heard horror stories of that happening before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Lovely.
it's but yeah, go and see your bands. Get in early. Check out what packages they can do. Some wedding bands can do ceremony cocktail packages. It's cheaper and more effective to have one group of musicians there all day on the day.
Yeah.
So, there's some frontmen in bands that will do the ceremony, that will do the cocktail reception.
Yeah.
So you're just paying them a little extra to be there instead of paying
Multiple different people.
whole different sets of people coming. So ask for them packages. Or even if you were doing some ceremony music and cocktail music, because they're close together, you get musicians that specialize in ceremony music and also do the cocktail package. So yeah, it's always good to ask about them. For a DJ, bands do DJ packages. Ask the band, is it a separate person, a separate DJ coming? There's some bands that offer DJ packages and it's the drummer that plugs in his Spotify on his phone and flicks songs in between packing up.
Okay.
You do not want that.
Yeah.
And some bands do that. So try and make sure you're getting a proper DJ there. It's the end of your big day. It's actually the last thing.
Yeah.
You want to go out with a bang.
Yeah.
So you want a good, effective DJ.
You want someone to bring the vibe and everything.
Finishes on a high.
Yeah.
Yeah, because bands that offer this free DJ service and they're not concentrating. They're just there putting on a playlist.
Yeah.
A DJ is a tough job. You have to read a room, read the crowd, find out what people want, and keep the dance floor full. You want the floor full all night. So, yeah, always have a professional DJ coming and finishing off your night.
So always make sure you actually look into what each person band do.
Yeah. Just ask for all the packages. Sometimes you can get discounts booking way ahead out, or sometimes if you're booking late, you can get discounts. I wouldn't advise that though.
Yeah.
Getting the better acts, you need to book ahead of time.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised how many bands get inquiries, or party bands agency get about 1,500 inquiries per year for weddings, and that's between 3 bands.
Wow.
They book out, they're solid, and if you're interested in booking the band, don't hang about and go, okay, maybe, and check out. If you're pretty sure you want them, we offer a 60-day money-back guarantee for that. So you can be like, yes, this is my top band. Put me deposit down.
Yeah.
If you want to go and check other things out just to see, go ahead. You have 60 days to be like, no, I've seen something else. We don't mind that at all. We offer it for that reason. So you can go and see them live. Make sure it's exactly what you want. We like to pair up bands and couples that suit each other.
Yeah.
We don't want a couple that loves their country music and, the waltzes and jives, picking one band just because they're popular, but they don't really cater to that.
Yeah.
We'd rather, 2 bands or a band and a couple that match.
Yeah.
So they get on well and it's good night for everybody.
Yeah. How far ahead would you recommend couples to book the bands?
18 months ahead.
Okay.
It is the average. Between a year and 18 months would be the, peak booking season where people get in ahead of time and can get their date. If you're booking summer months, December, New Year's Eve, good luck to you.
Yeah.
Get in extremely early. That's definitely a very difficult one to book. And try and stay local with your bands. Our bands don't travel. Some of them do. But most of our bands, they're all family men themselves. They all have families at home. They don't want to be traveling to Donegal on a Friday night.
Yeah.
And missing out all day Saturday.
Yeah.
So they actually only travel up to an hour and a half. So they do Cork and Kerry and nowhere else. So if there is people that make inquiries and they're like, oh, we're not available, it's maybe because obviously the date's booked or you're just too far away.
Yeah.
So try and stay local. Some bands do travel. A lot of the bands actually do travel and they charge a travel fee, which is,
understandable.
Completely understandable. If they're traveling a bit extra, I'd expect to pay a travel fee. So it's another thing to ask when booking. If they travel that far,
and how much the travel fee would be.
How does it go when you're asking a band about the first dance or requesting a song for the first dance? How does that go?
So again, some bands do play first dances, some don't. The more popular bands, the busier bands you will find can't play all the requests. They will have a first dance song list, and it's probably pretty extensive. It's all the main popular ones.
Like a suggestion list.
Yeah. So there'll be a lot of that. But if it's something pretty unique, you might find that the band won't be able to play it. And that is because if every band was to take and do all the requests that are asked, if a band's playing 2 or 3 weddings a week and has 3 first dances to learn, plus any other requests,
it's a lot.
It'd be far, far too much for them to learn.
Yeah.
So a lot of them just have their song list, and they wouldn't be able to take the request and play it. But it doesn't mean they don't play your first dance. They get the DJ to do it, and it's still extremely. It's actually how most of them go. Like the DJ has your track, the band will be waiting in the background, but the DJ makes a big thing of it, gets all the crowd round, the band's involved, they tell everybody to get round to make sure, the photographer's there and everything's sorted. So it's not like it's a downer, and it's still very well done.
They still set the vibe
They make it good fun. They would encourage after the first verse, of course, to bring your bridesmaids in and stuff, and then after another verse, like get everybody in. Because I know for a lot of couples, I get asked that quite a lot, is like, they don't want to be out on the floor on their own.
Yeah.
They're nervous of it. And we always say, look, it's only for 30 seconds. It actually flies by really, really quickly. I'd actually say enjoy it. It's the only time the photographer can get a photo of it.
Yeah.
It goes quite quick. They actually want loads of time so they can get the photos.
Yeah.
But it flies by. The band encourages people to come on, join, have fun. And after that, it just kicks into it.
And would that be the same then as well for like an entrance song? Do you know when the bride and the groom are actually coming into the venue?
Yeah, that can be done. We had done it actually when we came into the room. Because I'm involved in the music game, I had all the sound system. I got the DJ to bring the sound system. So we set it up in the room for dinner. And we got all of our bridesmaids and groomsmen to come in, do a funny dance, and they had a song, all them things, and then we come in. We actually had a saxophone player walk us in, which was really, really cool. Everybody went pretty nuts to that. Like little touches like that are awesome.
Is there any bands that do routines?
What do you mean routines?
Like a dance type show type thing?
Some bands do. They have little funny bits where they do dance-offs and get things like... Yeah, there is bands that do that, where the front man get down into the crowd and gets really involved. Yeah, it's a cool thing. Like some of our bands, they would have wireless mics. They go into the crowd. We have a band with a saxophone player. He would be stuck in the middle. Yeah. It is really, really good fun. Some of the DJs do that as well. One of our DJs, DJ Birdie, he's great for getting a dance-off going. Doing the Macarena and all that. Like he gets all of that on the dance floor, and it is great fun. Some people will be thinking, it's a bit cringy, but it's actually such good crack. Yeah, really good fun. And that's another thing. If you were getting something like a saxophone player that's doing your cocktail reception, so a little DJ set with a sax, maybe asked about, what's it like for a dinner entrance as well, because it's really close together. So you might offer a package. Like, yeah, cool, I can walk you in for your entrance to your dinner.
And what song did you walk into? What was your song?
I'm pretty sure it was the Venga Boys. Is it We Like to Party?
We Like to Party.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was it. Yeah, banger.
And what was your first dance song?
Our first dance was Dreams by the Cranberries.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a massive song for me. Both of us actually. That song just resonates with that childhood era of mine. Yeah. And very emotional for us. But we had a great time. Again, our band, they played it live, so it was really cool.
That's cool.
One thing that actually happened though, the sound system cut out in the first dance. The electric tripped. Yeah, things like that happen. Some people are freaking out. I didn't. I was just like, yeah, these things happen.
So just the music stopped.
Yeah, but the drums kept going, and we just kept we just kept singing on.
Just the odd drum
Yeah.
just in the background.
Some people didn't even notice.
There you go.
Yeah, and again, you just have to trust your band and musicians
Yeah.
and all the professionals
That
there.
they'll keep it going.
They just know what they're doing. These things
Yeah.
happen. Let them tear on. Relax. Have fun.
Yeah. But they're the moments that you remember.
Yeah.
The ones that went wrong or, you know,
Yeah.
something like that. The funny moments.
It's like, yeah, moments like that. I find it funny. Some people didn't even notice it happening. I do. Obviously, I'm a musician. I can spot this.
Yeah.
And I could actually see one or two from the band sort of like, oh, what do we do? But I was just like, and in the scene, I didn't care. I was like, oh, yeah, this is good fun, actually.
Yeah.
Just carried on.
A sing-song as opposed to just
Yeah.
the music playing.
But, yeah, it was very brief. It happened very quickly. Good fun. But yeah, things like that happen on your wedding day. You can't expect everything to be absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
And if you're hiring good suppliers that know what they're doing,
You won't even know.
yeah, like just relax. Just know, let them do their job.
Yeah.
You know, it would be another thing, again, coming from the music background, to be some couples get in touch and they're like, can you play these 40 songs? And it's like, they can't play all these songs anyway. But it's like, they're expecting too much. And it's like, I want all these 40 songs. It's like, maybe on the night, your dance floor doesn't want that.
Yeah.
You know, let the band that have done this hundreds of times.
Trust in the band.
Give them trust. Just let them do their thing. It's really good getting couples, like when you're chatting back and forth, what would you like? You know, is there anything, we'd already asked them, is there anything special you'd like to say, any shout outs? You know, is there any little important features you like? And the ones that are just like, just do your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, cool. We can have fun with that, you know.
Yeah, because you might think you know what you want, but then on the day it's the professionals who actually can see the vibe of the evening and stuff.
They know how to work it and make it turn out to be a good ending.
Yeah.
You know, a good product. So yeah, trust in your suppliers and yeah, let them do their thing. Follow their guidance, you know.
Yeah. Should you set a budget? How would you go about budgeting different things? Should you be strict with it?
Yeah.
What should you do?
That's a tough one. How do you work that out? Well, obviously doing a bit of research, finding out roughly what suppliers are going to cost. Mm-hmm. Big one's probably the venue you're going to start with.
Yeah.
So finding out prices there, your food, having a rough idea on if you're staying in a hotel, the rooms, you know, how much all that's going to cost. And then go into your band, photographer, videographer, celebrant, any other bits. It would be a lot of sending emails asking for prices. Obviously find out who's available first. And yeah, getting your sort of rough budget from there. It's probably going to cost a little bit more than you think.
Yeah.
Like there will be certain things that trickle over a little bit more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would try and stick to a budget and not letting it grow legs. Like,
Do you think that would you be more stickler to where you are having the venue as opposed to you want to go here, however much it is, pay for it, and then try and go less in other categories? Or
Yeah.
would you do it for all categories, kind of find your options for all different things?
You're pretty much going to find out probably the three most important things to you.
Yeah.
That's where you're going to do your big spends, and then maybe try and do a bit of wiggle room around the others.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can get crafty with it. Like from our wedding, things like the flowers and stuff, Katrina's family done them. There was a lot of things we done for zero.
Yeah.
You know, Katrina had bought some cages and the candles and the stuff for the aisles, and she done a lot of that with her mum.
Yeah.
60 quid, you know.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff you can do yourself. It just depends on how much time you've got to do things like that yourself. And
How much you're willing to put in yourself, but also what's most important to you
Yeah.
that you want.
and yeah, just see. It's a little bit different from us being in the wedding game, being in the music game. I got lots of deals here and there, and it was,
Yeah.
but there was definitely things that cost a wee bit more than we thought. Yeah, overspending in places, but we were fairly strict. We didn't let it grow legs and go wild.
Yeah.
You know,
What was something that you didn't realise cost as much as you thought it would?
there's little surprise things that come up. Buying a gift for your wife, I never thought about, but I went and bought her a nice watch. Watches were important to me and my family. I bought a watch for my wedding day, so I got her one as well.
Yeah.
There's little things like that. I actually bought all my groomsmen watches and socks and funny things like that. But yeah, there's little things that will trickle in, but they're important to you. I'll just make the spend on it.
Yeah. Do you think some people can get kind of carried away and be like, oh, I'll get that, and then...
Yeah, you can go way overboard and be spending things that don't even get used.
Yeah.
Nobody, there is having too much.
Yeah.
Again, you probably have to have trust in some suppliers that'll say, oh no, that's a big enough package. Like we would get it, people trying to book music with us. We want dance floors, we want sparks, we want fog, we want this, we want that, absolutely everything. And it's actually having the band and DJ and ceremony music's unbelievable. That's probably that's enough, and that's definitely going to go down an absolute storm.
Yeah.
Having all these extra little sprinkles, not putting off not to get a dance floor and stuff. It's just sometimes you just don't need absolutely everything, because you need time for the wedding guests to spend time with each other.
Yeah.
And not to be distracted by absolutely everything all the time.
Yeah.
You want them chatting and having a bit of time.
Yeah. You need to pick and choose what's more important.
Yeah. Try not to go overboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As well, actually, another question that came into my head was for bridesmaids and groomsmen. When do you decide how many to have?
That's extremely tough.
And when's the cutoff point?
Yeah, and you have to be harsh sometimes. I could have had 15 groomsmen.
Yeah.
But I think it was no, you're allowed 5 because she had 5. And it's you want to keep it even and
yeah. But what if Katrina had 15 people that she could? Would you have both went 15? Probably not.
No.
So how would you decide then to?
I think it was just we need to keep it sort of neat and tidy, and I'd say 5's probably even a lot to have. It felt horrible though, me to cut number 6, 7, and 8 out of the picture, but it is just for it looks tidy in all the photos.
Yeah.
And have your besties. But now we done all right with our groomsmen and stuff. You have to think of the extras. We actually went and bought all of our groomsmen suits and bridesmaids dresses. I'm not saying you need to go and do that. Renting's probably would have been the smarter idea to do.
Yeah.
But again, I got a couple of deals, so I thought, look, I'll just buy them for my groomsmen. And you have to also keep in consideration, I think 3 of my groomsmen were coming from abroad. 2 of them arrived else the morning of or maybe the day before. So you just have to think how are they going to get in? How are they going to get fitted to their suit? Is it going to fit? Is it going to, be a nice cut? Can they tailor it? All that sort of carry on. So try and think about all that as well.
Was there a lot of last minute things done for you, or were you kind of more or less planned?
There's always going to be last minute things. Again, trust in your suppliers. If there's little hiccups, you're probably better not knowing about them.
Yeah.
Just let whoever else to go and fix them, the suppliers and things. But
Would you put a bridesmaid or best man in charge of getting all that sorted?
yeah, that's their job. Like, you want to be able to delegate some things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, here, I'm relaxed. And I was pretty much, yeah. I was good. My best man wanted to be involved. Like, he was like, yeah, I want to do this, I want to do that. It's great. It's great to have people that are involved and want to take part and
Yeah.
do their little jobs and stuff. Again, it's something that's like, let your suppliers do the thing. Try not to be in there absolutely taking over everything. It just restricts it a wee bit.
It wants to be more of a relaxed day than a
Yeah.
planning, okay, this needs to happen, this.
Yeah. The thing, if you get too militant of it and have this big dream in your head that it's exactly going to go like this and exactly like this and this must be like this on the day,
Yeah.
it's probably not going to happen that way. So, yeah, be fairly relaxed at it. Again, put your trust in the suppliers, let them do their thing.
Enjoy the process.
And yeah, you take time out and enjoy it. That's another thing for the wedding day. Set aside time for you and your partner to take some time out, go and sit away from everybody and relax, get your air, because you are with people all day and everybody's stressing and
Yeah.
a lot of, so have time maybe after the cocktail reception when everybody's way in to go and sit down for 5 minutes and be like, yeah, I'm going to wind down here for a
Take it
second.
in.
Yeah. Because it is all go from the morning of. That was another thing. I wish I had done it. I never did. I wish I had written a note. Actually, the night before, I planned to write letters to all of my groomsmen and wife-to-be and send them all to them in the morning.
Yeah.
But I was so wrecked from the day before, just setting up and getting ready. I was just exhausted. I couldn't put pen to paper and I fell asleep.
Fair.
Yeah, but I would say write a letter, especially to your partner, if you're sending it down to a gift in the morning. It's a lovely little touch. It costs nothing.
Yeah.
It's quite emotional. You get to, say your little bit. And it's nice for them to take the time out when they get the letter, because it'd be hectic. I know up in Katrina's rooms, everybody's getting ready. There's hair, makeup.
Yeah, probably give the letter before makeup is put on the face, just in case there is tears.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
That I would kill you if that happened to me, that I got a letter and next thing I have tears running down my makeup.
Yeah, but the thing, if you're sending the little gift up and there was a letter, it gives everybody time out. It's like, cool, she's taken 5 to read her letter.
Yeah.
And it relaxes everything. It's great for the photographers as well. They can get a couple of nice, calm, chilled out photos.
Yeah.
So that's something I regret not doing. I wish I had it done. I got, to be fair, Katrina made a little book of all of her life so far. It was all photos just from
Lovely.
Jeepers when we started dating to up until that day.
Yeah.
So that was nice to flick through. And yeah, the photographer's got some photos of me crying, which was nice. But again, it just chilled everything out. It was like, yeah, sit down for a couple of minutes and read through that. So again, you can get gifts that cost very little, that are super, super special.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can be crafty like that.
It's the little things.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Again, everybody celebrates their wedding differently. And like, it just depends what's important to you. For us, having friends and family all staying on site, music was very important. They're like the two massive ones. Obviously, there's food, things like that we all enjoy.
Yeah.
But yeah, the big ones were music and having everybody there together for the day or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to check. I remember when we went down to Kinsale Hotel, we had checked over them. We told them, look, we're going to have lots of music here. There's going to be bands during the ceremony, cocktail reception.
Yeah.
Can you do a late night? Will you let us have a sing-song? They were very cool with all that, and we're like, yeah, for sure. Go to bed whenever you want, which is great. So I would check all that with the hotel.
Yeah.
To make sure they can accommodate that. You'll probably find that they always will try and make them things happen for you.
Yeah.
You know. Oh, Christmas decorations was massive for us. Katrina's obsessed with Christmas.
Oh yeah, because your wedding was.
Yeah, so it was the very end of November, and that was part of the deal, that it would be
Christmas.
a Christmas
themed.
bomb in there. Yeah, and yeah, they done all that for us. Had the big tree out, all the decorations.
Lovely.
So yeah, that was lovely.
That was very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have loads of Christmas music playing?
No, not lots.
Okay.
we did have a wee bit. The DJ obviously played a wee bit and stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think maybe during the cocktail reception there was a Christmas song or two played.
Yeah.
But we pretty much just set up the music gear because there's lots of musicians there. So it was like one group got up and then the next group got up. There's a lot of people jumping about and doing their little bit, providing the music, which was great.
What actually, for people planning when to have their wedding, what advice would you give around that? Like, why did you choose November, Christmassy time? And then two, what advice would you give on people planning whatever month that they decide to do it? Because I know loads of people have it in summer times for the weather outside, but then some people like to have it around Christmas and stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing. It was pretty easy for us because Katrina was like, I want a Christmas wedding. That was her thing. It was like, cool, that's going to be December then. You know?
Yeah.
So it was easy for us to make that call. But yeah, like a lot of people like to have the outdoor sunshine wedding.
Yeah.
It is the busiest time.
Yeah.
All the summer months. That's when all the weddings are happening, and December time. Again, I would say if you can go to your venue and they've got a couple of dates, if there's not like a particular date that you absolutely must need this wedding to happen on for some, if it's some meaning to you,
Yeah.
get a couple of dates off the venue that are available. And then I would go out and reach to the bands, reach photographers, videographers, and your
See which one
main,
works.
top suppliers that you must have.
Yeah.
And find if there's
A match.
a match that you'll get
Yeah.
all of your, let's say first choice
Yeah.
suppliers. That would be a good way to do it. I will say, obviously, New Year's Eve, bank holiday weekends, they're all going to be extremely tough to get, hold of. They're big dates.
Yeah.
You would find, obviously, New Year's Eve, it's extremely difficult to get musicians on that. But then you have to think of other things. October bank holiday weekend, some people do get married. October bank holiday. It's also jazz weekend here in Cork.
Yeah.
A lot of the musicians are out for that.
Yeah.
The first weekend of September is EP. A lot of musicians are away at that.
Yeah, true.
Like, I'm just telling you things that have happened through the music game. So
What month do you think is the, let's say, cheapest, easiest, and most available month?
probably January and February
Okay.
are pretty good. That's like the downtime for wedding season. So I would think you would get deals during them months. They're not the busiest months.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you could definitely find deals around them time. Midweek weddings, a couple, again, speaking from my experience, a couple of the musicians have got married, and they've got married on a Tuesday and Wednesday. They got all of their first choice suppliers.
Yeah.
Because it was a Tuesday.
Yeah.
They're not out. Like,
Would it be cheaper as well?
yeah, you get some deals doing it that way, of course, yeah. But yeah, again, it's not for everybody. That's because they're musicians and they're working. Everybody works the weekends.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't strike off a midweek wedding if you can have a midweek wedding. But I'd say for the normal scenario, working 9 to 5 weekends.
Would hotels or venues or anything like that be somewhat cheaper on weekdays?
Yep, I'd say, yeah, there's deals to be had during the weekday as well, of course. Yeah, again, get in touch with the hotels. Get an idea. If you're not stuck on one venue,
Yeah.
get a few of the venues, get all their pricing, find their available dates. If
Yeah.
you have a range of dates or an idea, find it all, get all the prices, see what their packages are. Yeah, go that way.
Shop around.
Yeah. Again, you can do all this very easily. You can find all the venues, obviously, by searching online, going to things like Wedfest, you know, getting all the brochures. But yeah, go and talk to them, have chats, go for the show arounds, you know,
Yeah.
talk to the wedding coordinators there, find out the information. Yeah, shop around if you need to, definitely.
Do you think a lot of people cause, let's say, a problem for themselves when they're set on a day and they
Yeah.
want to have it on this day, but
Yeah, again, it depends on yourself. Some people, the date is important to them. And if that's one of their most important things and they need to stick to it, yeah, stick to it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I would definitely go into a thing, though, where you're immovable from your date. You might find you'll struggle getting all your first choice suppliers. That's just the way it is. So, yeah, the aim of the game is trying to get, obviously, as many first choice as possible.
yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
have an idea of second, third choice. I think when there was, I can't even remember what supplier category we went for. We tried 4 or 5. Actually, I'll tell you straight away, we actually struggled getting bands, music for a wedding. First, we started off, it was like, cool. I didn't want all of my lads playing at the wedding. It was like, I want them to be there and enjoy
Yeah.
it. So it was like, cool, I'm going to get a separate band, nothing to do with us. You know, somebody that's not within our crew.
Yeah.
So there's just a wedding band there and we can all have fun.
Yeah.
I tried 3 wedding bands in Ireland, all of them booked. The rest booked or they wouldn't come down.
Yeah.
I did ask one Dublin band, they just said no flat out. I think there was another band or two from Kerry, all said no flat out. There was another band that I had seen years and years ago in England that were unbelievable, phoned them up, they said yes, we'd come and do it. Absolute fortune it was going to cost. And another thing was their set list might have been okay for an English wedding
Okay.
on what they would typically do there. Because
Yep.
I remember getting the set list and showing it to Katrina and she was like, you know, Wagon Wheel's not in there. Sweet Caroline's not in there.
Yeah.
Like all these big Tina Turner's not in there. It was all these standard Irish wedding bangers. And I was like, we've got an Irish wedding. The crowd's all Irish. It
Yeah.
was like, so that was pretty easy to go, oh yeah, it's probably just get. So I was just like, yeah, I'm getting the lads to do it.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
one of them is going to end up on stage then
Yeah.
on a seat at the table.
Well, lucky enough, I had the option. I actually had 2 bands for my wedding night. I just got them to split it up. I was like, yeah, you do the first half, because there's usually a little break in the middle of the band set for tea and cake. So it was like, cool, you can do the first half. They shared the sound system. And the other lads then, they just jumped in after.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had great crack. Again, you don't need 2 bands for your wedding. 1 band's
Yeah.
definitely sufficient. Yeah, it was just for us. I could get away with it being in the industry that I'm in.
Yeah. Did you have a specific type cake? Was there a certain thing you wanted for the cake? Because I know now everyone, when it comes to cake, is completely, utterly different. Like I know I've seen loads of cake displays that the cake's actually fake. And like the part that you cut is the actual part of the cake that's real, and all the other tiers are fake, just for pictures.
Yeah.
Was there a certain thing that you were going for?
For us, we actually decided we went with cupcakes.
Cupcakes?
Yeah. So we get loads of cupcakes made.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just something.
Something different.
Yeah, well, it's not actually. I don't think it's too different now. I know that most of the cake makers, that's just an option, and it's a very popular one.
Yeah.
A lot of people, do go with cake, but we were like, no. Did we have a cake as well? We might have had just one small cake, but yeah, it was mainly cupcakes we got.
So you'd like hundreds of cupcakes just to give around to people.
We didn't have hundreds, but actually, I didn't get to eat any.
You didn't get to eat a cupcake?
Yeah, it was all gone. It was raging.
You're meant to have the first bite.
Yeah, I know. No, we had cupcakes. I never got hold of any of it.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I think we got red velvet because that's a favourite of ours.
Nice.
I'm sure it was tasty.
That's so funny that you didn't get to have your own cupcake at your own wedding.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we were very busy because I remember during the meal, we were trying to get up and get around all the tables to talk to everybody. We didn't actually get to eat too much. We got little nibbles of our dinner. Yeah, our dinner was fairly wild. So we actually had a microphone that was being passed around, so people were getting a bit rowdy. Yeah, it was good fun. We didn't drink that much either as well.
That you remember?
Yeah, no, we were actually fairly good. I think I'd 1 drink, 2 drinks during the day, and maybe 1 with the meal, and 1 when we were dancing. Yeah, we were fairly relaxed. That is one thing that went over budget we didn't expect, is the drinks for the cocktail music and the daytime after the ceremony. We had bought so many... I can't remember how the deal was. We had bought so many bottles of beer. It was like, yeah, that'll do everybody during the day. We went for our photos. We actually went to a little pub to get our photos taken. So we were in the car. I was with the manager from the hotel.
Yeah.
By the time we got down to the pub, he had a phone call. And I was like, oh, yeah. And he just turned around and went, the beer's all gone. And we were like... He's like, do you want some more? And we're like, yeah, put on some more. So that was a little extra.
Yeah.
That went. Yeah.
Do a lot of do some hotels allow you to bring your own drink? Or does it have to be their champagne, their wines, their...
That's something I don't know too much about. I think there is some that will let you bring their own wine, but they will charge you
to
open them. Yep. That's something, again, you'd have to ask your venue.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. Like, some of them probably do drinks deals, part of their packages.
Yeah.
Getting so much, maybe they do a couple of bottles of spirits and something like that.
Is it a big thing in Irish weddings to have a open tab? Or is it everyone, you pay for so much?
Yeah.
And then if you want more, the guests pay for themselves?
Yeah, I think this is a bit of an American thing, but
Yeah.
I think it does spill into some Irish weddings. We never had the thing. We had the drinks during the day that were free. We had so many of them. Once they were gone, they were gone.
Yeah.
Nighttime, yeah, no, everybody had to buy their own drinks.
Yeah.
But I have been to weddings. Well, the last wedding that we went to, actually, a friend of mine got married, but his partner was American. They had an open bar all day, every day.
That's crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
You can imagine the amount that we drink.
Yeah.
And then if you've more than 40 people at your
Yeah.
wedding.
Oh, yeah, I'd say
Ridiculous
it's a
amount
big
of money.
expense. Yeah. It's a thing. I've been to other weddings. Another friend of ours got married. Again, they had a couple of drinks during the cocktail reception for everybody. And then I remember having the meal and them coming around. The staff were like, yeah, what do you want a drink? You get a drink with your meal. I think the bride and groom had bought a round for the whole room.
Okay.
So I'd say that's saying go talk to your hotel about that. There's probably package offers where they, do you want a drink with this, or
Yeah.
so many bottles of wine, or a glass of bubbly. They have packages for all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say, from our experience, we thought, yeah, let them have a few drinks during the day. But yeah. Again, we had a wild crowd. It was like, yeah, we couldn't just let them loose.
Yeah.
But
You'd be broke.
yeah, and it was another thing that we had done for the bar staff. We actually got a tip. So we went to the bar staff, asked how many people. This is before our dinner. I think it was during our dinner, actually. We went up to the bar staff, asked how many people were working. Somebody went away, found out, came to us. They were like, yeah, there's 10 of us. So we got, I think it was 200 or 300 euros, and put it in an envelope and went, that's your tips for the night. Go and split that evening between everybody.
Yeah.
And we done that early in the night, so they looked after everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd always think about the people on site working.
We're making the day happen.
Yeah, like that was, again, me and my wife both worked in bars, managed bars.
Yeah.
We've been there, done that. It's an old history from us.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, let's look after the bar staff on the night, you know.
Yeah.
So,
With another thing, actually, with obviously you were getting you got gifts for the groomsmen and stuff like that. But when it comes to people giving gifts to ye for your wedding,
yeah.
what do you not give, and what would you recommend to give? Like, what
Cash in an envelope.
is the best thing to go for?
Always the best thing. I hear, again, is another thing. Some people like gifts for their house. Some have a registry of things that they want. Generally, I'd say money. That's what anybody that's getting married, especially if they're a young couple, yeah, that's the thing that's going to help most to go on to, do things to the house or, set off that way.
Do you think, so let's say now people have come to the wedding, would you say it is necessary for that person to get you something? Let's say someone came and they didn't give you something.
And that happens.
And I can definitely see that happen.
Yeah.
One, how would you take that? And two, do you think that's a bad thing? Do you think that if you are being invited to a wedding and you're spending so much money on you being there, feeding you, giving you drink, you should be given something back?
Yeah. Yeah, here, it's generally considered, you give a gift. How much? There's the debate is out. I think it's changed over the past year or two. But generally, I think people are like 100, 150 euros.
Yeah.
That's like...
Minimum.
The going rate, do I want to say. But again, some closer family members give more.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you've been invited to a wedding, try and give something, I would say.
Yeah.
There's people that didn't show up for a wedding. There was, I think 2 just said they were coming, never filled in the RSVP and done a no-show. It was like, that's a bit annoying. We spent money on your food, on your drink, on this,
When
that.
you weren't there.
So if you're not going, just say you're not going.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's a bit of a debate out at the minute. How much is the acceptable present? And normally, 100, 150, I think.
Yeah.
People are saying. Word on the street.
Word on the street. Give 150. Give 150.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Because I know, like, some people mightn't give gifts, and then would there be, like, not conflict, but would there be kind of like a bitterness there of like,
Same again. There's some of our wedding party give gifts. Yeah, fantastic. Most give money. But definitely there was a couple that give gifts and we were really appreciative of them. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not agreeing on who you're inviting to the wedding.
That's a tough one. Yeah, getting the first list done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's tough. I can't even remember how we tackled it. I think there was a general, just write everybody down that you'd think you would like to come. I generally say it's like 10% won't come, or 20, maybe even 20%. Mm-hmm. I can't remember. But yeah, our list went from 180 or 90 to 145, 50, I think.
Wow.
So there's but there's people that they're away for the day, couldn't make it, on holidays, somewhere else, work commitments. Like a lot of my family were from abroad, just couldn't make it.
Yeah.
know? But other members of the family, of that section of the family came. Mm-hmm. That's always a tough one. Who do you bring? Who do you not bring?
Yeah.
Who's important to you? Who's not? Some people love... I've no mates that were like, I don't want any of my family there.
Yeah.
They went and got married and they're always like, we want a nice peaceful thing.
Yeah.
Again, down to individual likes.
What would you say to, let's say, couples who, let's say now, for example, you didn't like one of Katrina's friend's partner or something, and it came to that she's like, look, I want her there, but she obviously has to come with a partner, but the partner is not a good person.
Thank goodness we didn't have any of that, but generally, I don't know how to advise that. I would just be like, yeah, let them come. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? You don't get to spend 5 minutes with anybody on the day. You're being dragged, pulled here and there. Like,
Trying to talk to everyone.
it's something. I had people come from France, Spain, UK. There was one of Katrina's family came from Australia. People came from far and wide.
Yeah.
And I didn't get 2 minutes talking to them. Some bits were like, oh, they came all that way and I didn't get enough time chatting with them, you know. Yeah, it's hard to get round to say hello to everybody.
So it wouldn't matter if there was a person there that.
Yeah, if there was one off. And I'm sure they're probably going to, there's always, we had, oh, where's the lunatic table? The table way down the back that you see all the lunatics at. We had about 3 lunatic tables, but they were all good crack.
So is it a definitely a very common thing to have that one table down the back?
Yeah.
That's just
When you're sorting through everybody, it's actually quite tough doing the seating arrangement. Yeah. Because we were like, yeah, is there going to be a lunatic table? But then we ended up having like 3 lunatic tables and we're like, yeah, that's going to be savage crack. I remember actually sitting some of our family and we were like, it was like some of our family and Katrina's family and like, oh, that table's, I wish I was sitting at that table.
Yeah.
It's going to be fierce crack. Thanks for joining us. If you're a wedding couple, sign up for a free account on weddings.ie and start planning for your big day. If you're a wedding venue or supplier and want to be featured on the podcast, or you want to showcase at our WedFest events or on the website, just go to the website, click Are You a Business and fill in the contact form. Chat soon.